guys, what's up? I'm Jonthepotter, and this is my buddy Ryder, and we are in California. And this video is going to be a question and answer. I've gotten a ton of questions and comments from you guys, and I'm going to take some and answer them for you. We are in Lake Tahoe for a family reunion. So today we're headed to the lake for Lake Day. Gorgeous scenes. This is where we're staying. Not too bad. So let's do it. We'll get into some questions here pretty quick when we get up to Lake Tahoe.
Stop. Heavy rain, drop here. What just what? All the rain and night light, so loud and clear. What just felt your name?
Oh, so we're having a great time in Tahoe. Spent the day yesterday at Lake Tahoe. Did some parasailing, and what else did we do? Swimming in Lake Tahoe. That blue water. It's awesome. So, hey, thanks for all the questions you guys have sent me. I'm gonna just spend some time answering a couple of them. First question from Heather Wheeler. How did you get started selling the things that you make? Well, in college I took a pottery class and I fell in love with it. I was totally obsessed, and I just made a ton of pottery, and then all of a sudden I had like so many pots. What else do you do with it? You gotta sell it, right? So then I just started trying to sell it after I had a ton of pots. Adelie Mitchell, she asked, what part of California in? Lake Tahoe. The green that I use is a metallic green glazed from Minnesota clay. It has a matte white and a buttercream glaze on top of it from Continental clay. She wants to open a cool coffee shop, wants to have a place to sell the pottery. Do it. I think you should do it. It's worked out well for me. It's a great combo, coffee and pottery. Lynn Ost, she wants a drip. She doesn't totally get it. So the drip is really caused from the 3 different glazes, not just from one glaze. It's like anytime you put 3 layers of glaze on top, if they're all the right thickness, then it's probably gonna drip pretty good. So it's not one specific glaze, it's from 3 different glazes. So 81 Mark Mann asks, best dry times for various pottery, when to cut the bat off in that dry time. So you can really cut it off at any point, and I'll cut it off multiple times. Sometimes I'll cut it off maybe like 30 minutes after I throw it, and then when you feel the top and you feel that it's ready to flip it over, it's more leather hard, then I'll cut it off again. But sometimes if you wait too long, then it gets hard to cut it off. So I'd say cut it off whenever. Will you ever do a house tour or pottery room tour? Sydney Schneider asks. Maybe. Sydney Schneider, you should go check out our Who Won the Mug video. How did I start selling pottery? Was it slow going at first? Yes, it was slow going at first, but to me it felt like it was fast. But now I look at what we sell versus what we sold. What advice would you give someone who is an intermediate potter who wants to start their own business? I would say do it. You never know unless you try, right? That's from Jessica Beal. I would say just try. All right, that's it for right now. We'll answer some more questions in a different location. Thanks for all the questions. Now we're hiking in North Star. You seeing Ryder? Ryder's asleep. So we're gonna answer some questions. Ooh, I just about turned my ankle. I'm wanting to have glaze drip, but only about halfway down the mug. Do you dip the mug once or twice on the top of the mug, and does it depend on the glaze and how thick? From Judy Miller asks this question. So when I'm glazing, I use typically 3 different glazes, and so it doesn't really matter what glazes they are. It's mostly just like 1, 2, 3 different dips, and if you do it like 2 to 3 inches, all depends on what your glaze thickness is. But I'll do another video on that soon, so I'm not gonna. With the pine tree mugs, how do you get the shiny black glaze in the details with it getting smeared all over the rest of the mug? From Kehendran. So that is, I take a sponge with black glaze and I wipe it in there, and then I clean the sponge, and then wipe the excess off. And since I had already made the pine trees when the clay was still wet, the black glaze just sticks in there. So check out my
Do you put wax over it then?
Nope. Not the pine tree ones. If you do it on a Minnesota one, then I do. But so check out that glazing video that I did. I think I had a how I did it, but I'll do a how-to pine tree mug video soon. All right, well, we'll call it good. There's 2 questions on our hike today. What do we have to do?
You have to enjoy the moment. YouTube can wait.
YouTube can wait. Pretty gorgeous scenes out here though. We're up at like 8,000 feet or something like that. Last time I was here, there was about 10 feet of snow. Oh no, Ryder, foot's in the dirt. You can't get dirty. Your mom will kill me. All right, hey, just got back from our hike and get cleaned up to go to dinner. So I thought I would answer a few questions and hopefully Ryder will stay with me. Having a great time so far in California at our family reunion. I'm just like going all over the place with these questions. I have no idea where I left off. So where did I start and what led me to become the owner of Mocha? Was it always your plan owning a coffee shop or selling mugs there, or did you just sell and blah, blah, blah? Oh, that's a lot of questions. From Andrea Rodriguez. I could probably spend a whole video answering just those questions. So yeah, I think my plan, Andrea, I'll just do a whole video about that because it's a pretty long story, but it's a good one. It's a good story. Do you give a glaze recipe to your pottery store and they mix it up, or you just get a bunch of options? From Abby Sanderson, and I just go and get different options and I just try a bunch of different. So I probably have 8 glazes from Minnesota clay that I get and maybe 3 glazes from continental clay that I get, and I just try different combinations of them. So I don't go with recipes for them. I just have picked them and then done different combinations. I love pottery. Can we make a living with just doing pottery as a full-time job? That is a great question. From what I have heard and I know about other potters, it is very difficult to make a living as a full-time potter, and obviously it totally depends on your lifestyle. If you don't require very much to live on, then yeah, for sure, you can definitely make a living selling pottery. If you want a little bit more, I think in this question, Sebadai Holmes says $3,000 to $3,500 per month. I think it's definitely possible. It's definitely helpful to pair it with other things. Like, so for me, I have the coffee shop and the pottery, which works really well. Other people teach pottery on the side. Teaching others to do pottery is something that's really valuable, or kids camps or art camps. So I'd say it's definitely possible to do, but if you can pair it with something else, then I think that works really well. Do you have any video for slab work? Also love the pine tree in red, white, and blue. All right. Go walk over here. So the Deborah Reinhardt asks about the glass coasters, which I know a lot of people have had a problem with. Yeah, the only problem that is just putting too much glass in there or coming up too vertical on the rims. Like if you kind of shape it a little bit more so the glass has room to like spread out. All right, this question and answer with Ryder is not working so well, so we'll see you again in a different area. Thanks for all the questions, guys. Really appreciate it. Sorry if I haven't gotten to your question yet. Tons more questions. I'll do another Q&A at some point if I need to. So we'll see you at some other junction. Pretty gorgeous place we have to stay. So we'll see you soon.